Oh, traveler. What a surprise to see you here. I usually don't expect any company in Dragonspine. Hmm? Ah, yes. Well, I usually come up to Dragonspine to brush up on my art skills. I tend to paint here for hours on end, sketching the natural occurrences of life to reveal its true beauty. We have beautiful scenery surrounding us in everyday life. It just comes down to the creativity of the artist, and possibly even the skill put into the canvas. But again, as long as the artwork has actual effort put into it, there really is no limitation to art. Art, in a way, is in everything. It can be a water droplet running along a window, to a leaf falling from a branch. If it represents something in life, it can be art. It's purely subjective. Enough of my rambling. Traveler, would you care to assist me for a moment? I've been studying a new type of reaction recently, though it's not our usual elemental combinations. It's more of a body reflex. If I recall correctly, the term for it was autonomous sensory meridian response. In shorter words, ASMR. Though, I can see you've caught on to my softer switch in tone. You might think I'm trying to hide us from imminent danger, but that's not the case. Though, does the soft talk make you feel any tingling sensations? Things like whispering, tapping, and even the most subtle of movements, like the gentle strokes of a paintbrush hitting a canvas. These sort of instances can trigger ASMR. It's quite fascinating and odd. If it's okay with you, I'd like to experiment some ASMR on you. If you're uncomfortable with anything about this, we don't have to do this activity, and we can move on right away. I'm gonna go fetch my sketching tools and notepad. If you make up your mind then, please, let me know. You're still here? So I'm assuming you've agreed to this, correct? Great, let's begin. I'll get started with the whispering and inaudible talking. I'll also have an assortment of objects to tap on for later. As a reward, I'll sketch you a detailed drawing of your choice. Please, let me know if anything feels weird. These whispers will imply personal attention from a figure who appears to be close to you. Please, if you feel uncomfortable, let me know. Your hair is a bit untamed. It's cute. Let me brush it away. Let me brush it away. Your hair is a bit untamed. It's cute. Let me brush it away. Your hair is a bit untamed. It's cute. Let me brush it away. Your hair is a bit untamed. It's cute. Let me brush it away. There we go. Now we can admire your beautiful face. Your hair is a bit untamed. It's cute. Let me brush it away. Moving on. Has anyone ever told you how great you are? Has anyone ever told you how great you are? Has anyone ever told you how great you are? You're like magnificent. It's amazing. Has anyone ever told you how great you are? 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 You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. You're so beautiful. Has anyone ever told you how great you are? Has anyone ever told you? Seriously, more people need to tell you this. It's like a fact. Has anyone ever told you how great you are? Anyone at all? Anyone at all? Nothing matters but But just this moment. Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Because you just need to realize how great you are. You're great. We all have flaws, but that doesn't take away our greatness. Actually, would you mind if I sketch you? I want to capture all of your features on paper. People need to know how great you would look on a canvas, 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 on a canvas. Would you mind if I sketched you? Of course, you can always tell me if you feel uncomfortable with that, but would you mind if I sketch you? 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 I have my sketchbook right here. Would you mind if I sketch you? Would you mind if I sketch you? Sketch you. Sketch you. Yes. Okay. We'll wait till after the rest of the ASMR is done, and then we'll sketch you. Okay? Sketch, 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 sketch. Wondering why I'm making a bunch of mouth sounds. That's, remember what I told you? A bunch of inaudible talking and sounds. These sort of things do trigger ASMR. It's weird. If you're bothered by it, please, just tell me. Or you can skip along. Also going to be doing hand sounds. That's something I forgot to mention. None of that mattered. It was just an experiment. Let's move on to the next experiment, shall we? And here we are in the tapping segment of this experiment. If the tapping feels a little too intense, please let me know, and let's start. First, we have these snorkelweeds I collected back from my trip to Inazuma. I snuck out before anyone was awake and collected these for studying purposes. I think Sucrose and Timaeus will love them, as they've told me in my lab several times that it's a little plain and depressing. This should liven up the place a little bit, even if only a tad margin. That's the tapping of the weeds. Now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have brought better flowers than Naku eats. Moving on to something different. Next, we have my sketchbook. This one notepad contains all my drawings. Specifically, many of the scenery I've witnessed. The many people I've drawn. This notebook holds a special place in my heart. Traveler, do you want to see my sketches? You do? Okay. Hold on. Sketchpad drawings. Okay. First, I have this drawing of Sucrose I drew for her on her birthday. She didn't know about the drawing, so it was a surprise sketch. Judging by the way she blushed, I'm guessing that she loved it. This drawing is a drawing of a hilly girl I saw. It was just sleeping peacefully, and there were a few bitten Sunsettias. I specifically drew this because the reason why there were Sunsettias is because of the birds. There were a bunch of birds sleeping on the hilly girl, and it was treating the hilly girl's mane as a nest. I thought it was adorable, so I sketched it. Actually, there's one more sketch I wanted to show you. It's a sketch of all of us. Jean, Klee, you, Paimon, all of us. It's in front of the Albedo statue, so I thought it was special. This isn't really a sketch of mine. It was taken as a photo. I will cherish it forever in my memory. This experiment got a little sentimental, didn't it? No matter. All is well. Moving on, we have this pencil. The pencil technically is not mightier than the sword, but it is in its own way. It's crazy that this small tool can make great literature. was tapping it on a rock. Tapping the pencil on a rock. Pencil on a rock. Moving on to the last tapping object. Let's see what sounds my sword makes. Sword tapping is that concludes this segment. Moving on to the final stage of this experiment, the sketching. This has been a most interesting experience, so I'd love to be able to capture it in my notebook. Stay still, please. Okay, let's begin the sketching, shall we? A little bit of detail over here. A little bit of detail over here. I forgot to mention this to you, traveler, but has anyone ever told you your anatomical features are ethereal, beautiful, even? It's interesting. Sorry for my slowed speech. I tend to concentrate more on my drawing than the conversation. Apologies. I just want to make this sketch as perfect as it can be. Oh, I gotta erase that. Let's add a few clouds now. There we go. It'll be very fun finishing this sketch I'm probably not going to be able to finish it in this one session, but that's why we have spare time. I don't often say this, but again, I enjoy spending this time with you. This may be an experiment, but I'll forever cherish these moments. Oh, stay like that. That's perfect. Gonna adjust that pose real quick. But first I have to erase this. Let's shade in this part. Perfect. It's coming together well. Keep that pose right there, Paimon. We can't forget about you, can we? There we go. Oh, yes. My vision is coming together. This is already looking great as it is. Traveler, I'm curious. I heard this phrase from people and I was wondering, what does sussy baka mean? If you haven't a clue, it'll be alright. I'll find it out eventually. Though it is a very weird statement. It's probably just a joke. Sucrose and Timaeus are wonderful apprentices. I should give them this treatment soon. Maybe when it's their vacation, I'll offer this. Almost done. Just gotta sketch this last feature. It's looking great. Keep that right there. Okay. Finished. Okay. It was just a rough draft sketch of this, but I hope you enjoy it. It is a bit rough, like I just said, but again, it represents this very moment. It captures me, you, and Paimon. I'll send you the finished product when it's finished. Yeah, thank you for participating in this experiment, Traveler. If you ever want another session of this, please let me know. Again, until next time.